just want to talk for a little bit. So I'm going to make a very obvious statement, and I don't care who believes or doesn't believe me or whatever. But guess what, yo? Forspoken is a better game than Wukong Black Myth. Sorry, Black Myth Wukong. I said it. It's not that big of a deal, but it's very true. Forspoken has more depth, has more interesting mechanics, can have harder boss fights. That's very subjective. More, it's just overall just a better game. Like I don't know what else to tell you. Like the world of Wukong is fun. It's one of those like disguised linear type titles where you have a big open world and light up like leading paths that could be leading you to a boss or leading you to this and to that, and it's subjective. Sure, sure, sure. Great, but Forspoken has all that plus some, and is just overall mechanically more sound. Now, one thing I can agree on is that both Forspoken and Sun Wukong are almost bugless games. Both of those games have like very few bugs. Like very few bugs. Very appreciative. I really, 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 really appreciate that because obviously we know the state of gaming where most games now were released blase, bugged, filled into like disrespecting everybody's mom. We all know it. We all get it. Forspoken and Wukong both are like, in my experience, I have 190 hours in Forspoken and about 80 to 100 hours. I would say about 80 hours, maybe 89 hours for Wukong. I also beat the game. And like very bugless games. Most of those games are like pretty bugless. Like I didn't really discover a lot of issues with both of them. Yeah. So you can like argue the camera angles, but like fuck you. Like the camera angles are probably your fault. You're an asshole who fucking got involved with a wall and like now you have to deal with it. And it's like I can damn near say I can damn you argue that that's a gameplay mechanic. God damn it, get good at dealing with the wall circumferences and knowing that you're going to be interacting with the wall because you need to know and understand your environment. I could argue that. I'm not going to, but I could damn near say that. And honest to God, that's the same circumference of issues you're going to be dealing with all action RPGs or action adventure games or action games in general that have to involve themselves with a 3D camera where you're goddamn it pretending to be Super Mario in an action-packed environment. That's just what it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine, sure, cool. So it's like you got some shitty camera angles. Either A, deal with it, B, get better, C, fucking understand that you're dealing with it, and then like plan for it, and then D, whatever the fuck else. You know? Not a big deal, but like both of those games, which I find immaculate, by the way, this isn't an exact comparison, but both of those games are immaculately great. You got to deal with that issue. So, be that as it may, they both suffer from camera issues. However, fundamentally sound, mechanically sound, fun, enjoy, bonerly found, bonerly infound, bonerly bound, bonerly big, huge boner, both games. Forspoken gives me the bigger dick. Now, listen, it has nothing to do with Frey being a female. I fuck that monkey anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter if that monkey has a cunt or not. I still hit that ass if that ass was worthy of my cock. I'm still uploading this. Nothing stopped me from doing it. However, Forspoken mechanically is just too interesting. It hits all the points, dude. Yo, this is the DMC of RPG action adventure games. I love Forspoken. It is one of the best games mechanically ever invented in my eyes. You know, like maybe I have a lot more like adventuring to go, but 200 hours in at this point, man. And like I'm telling you, Forspoken is where it fucking needs to be. Bring Forspoken back. Forspoken 2. Forspoken Dos, my guy. Make that shit happen. Make that shit pop. Yo, I don't even give a fuck about a Wukong 2. I don't give a fuck. It can happen, it can not happen. I don't give a shit, my guy. It cannot happen. And I would go along raising my child, living my best life, playing the drums and the guitar, bang, 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 and still having a great goddamn time and not wink an eye. Not having a Forspoken 2, I would think about it till my day I die, and I would fucking crucify anyone who thinks that we don't deserve it. I'm capping. We fucking deserve it. Fucking make it happen. Please. Please. Forspoken 2. Pop that shit off. It deserves it. Wukong, I don't care. Yo, I'm about to be a real asshole. Final Fantasy 16, I don't give a fuck. And I love Final Fantasy 16 for the most part. I hate those goddamn side quests. I love. God damn it. Forspoken is so much better of a game than Final Fantasy 16. And look, argue with me. You can take your nostalgia glasses off. Forspoken is a better game than Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Yeah. I said it and I mean it. I love Final Fantasy 7. First of all, that's a whole nother video. Final Fantasy 7, get off Final Fantasy 7's dick. Stop dick riding that fucking franchise. Get the fuck off his cock, yo. The fucking series is great. And that's it. Let that shit go. Like, y'all be dick riding his ass off. Like, y'all want to worship. And like, I ain't gonna say like the Final Fantasy 7 franchise boys are the reason why like we get all these goddamn remakes in fucking history of everything, but it's like it is definitely a contributing factor. And Final Fantasy 7 remake was great. It was a great game. Fun. Great. I love it. Oh, revision of the whole franchise. Cool. Justifying the purchase. I'm down with it, I guess. Rebirth, great game. Mechanically sound. I just don't care. I don't give a fuck, yo. Like, do we need this? Do I need another cloud adventure? Like, I, I like new IPs. Give me some new fucking IPs, dude. Another reason why I fuck with Forspoken, and like I like Final Fantasy 16, and I know it was made with the same engine, but it's just like Final Fantasy 16 doesn't hit the same, dude. And I like Clive as a character, but he's boring. The side quests are boring. The environments are boring. Everything's all gray. And so I get it. You guys are all melancholy and you're dealing with all these fucking medieval ass issues and you got magic powers while dealing with it. Game of Thrones, blase, blase. I get it, dude, but like, fuck you. Like, you suck. You're so gray and boring, dude. So boring and gray, dude. I'd rather do like anything else than like, and like, I know there's really deep, in depth combat that I can like really invest myself into, but I can't spend the fucking time caring enough. It doesn't hit the same as Forspoken. I feel like, I'm just saying, Forspoken, all their energy went into Forspoken. And then like Final Fantasy 16 was their like the child that they didn't even really want, but that they kind of had to have anyway, type shit. Like, fuck, I gotta have this fucking kid and raise him too. Fuck, I'm burnt out, dude. I don't want to do this shit. Well, I married you. Fuck. That's what it feels like, Final Fantasy 16. So it's like I haven't played the DLC. The side quests are uninspired. This is a long ass rant, but it's just like I can't invest in a game that doesn't feel good. It feels good, but it doesn't feel as good as Forspoken does. Forspoken feels too good. The game is crisp, and it is a very unique and individualized IP. Thank God for the individual who thought of it, spoke of it, and fucking made it happen. Let's fucking go. Frey all the way. Represented. Anyway, that's all I really have to say, man. It's just like, stop dick riding all these IPs that are just fucking dick riders in general, because it's like they're just pushing it. They're just like pushing the fucking agenda, and the agenda being games that have already existed, then have a track record of being games or efficient or being notable titles. Final Fantasy 16, sure, good game, great game, whatever. But Forspoken, I don't know where all the dick riding hate comes from, but like, put that shit away and objectively take a look at this product and notice. And I know, because like anyone who is a Devil May Cry advocate, and if they really took a fucking hard look at Forspoken, they would be jizzing their pants. And they'd be doing it involuntarily. And it's not even their fault, obviously. But it's like, that's the difference. This is like they didn't even fucking realize that this game was a creamer. But like they realized it because they fucking took this chance. Take a fucking shot. Anyone telling you the game is bad, try it for yourself. Give yourself like 2 hours. Give yourself 2 hours of any game. Everyone's saying is bad, and then make a judgment for yourself. Anyone who said Forspoken is bad has either never tried it or is ban riding that wagon because they haven't actually gave the game a try. Forspoken buzz every day, all day. Better than Final Fantasy 16. Better than blacksmith wukong.